Now, for those who haven't done at least 10 creative type of deals, raise your hand. And that's okay, raise your hand, it's fine. This question is for them. What suggestion would you have them do, or what advice would you give them? Are they missing out on any opportunities?
Yes, they're missing out on opportunities. Yes, you should get in PACE's sub-2 group. I think that's probably the best creative finance group in the game right now. And that's coming from a guy who sells a bunch of creative finance shit. So, you know, it's probably a good idea for you to get in that. Pace Morby.
Yeah.
Yes, you should come to Clever Summit. Use the code CODY50 for 50% off a general admission ticket. cleversummit.com.
Okay.
Did I mention Robert Kiyosaki's going to be there hanging out? It's pretty cool.
That's awesome. I think there's a lot of opportunity. I think people they look for the big dollar. They look for the big, big payday. And I think there's a lot of nickels, dimes, and quarters laying on the ground that everybody's walking by. And when you pick all that up, it's way, way more money than you would ever see by doing a regular deal. So go get more deals. And then more importantly, just look at each deal in multiple strategies, man. Don't try to put everything into a fix and flip or into a buy and hold or a hotel. There's other strategies that you can look at and make sure you know what they are so you can figure out the best way to structure it.
So what was the question again?
For those that have not done at least 10 strategies, what advice would you give them? And are they missing out on any opportunities?
Well, I mean, not to go to our Creative Dealmaker Facebook group and get on some calls every week. It's free. So Be the Bank, is it bethebankblueprint.com? That gets you to our Facebook group.
Yes.
And then we talk about it, because I can tell you right now, and the reason I'm partner with Nick is he's the most detailed, organized person to when you create notes that you're going to get top dollar for. That's why we're doing this, because it's a $25 billion industry that 90% of the notes that are written, that's why Fnac and these guys are talking about exist, because they're buying all this crap at a huge discount and they know how to run it. Well, we're not creating crap. We're creating really solid paper and providing good 9.5%, 10% returns to investors that are passively out there. When you talked about your Roth, I mean, how great would it be to have a note at 75 cents on the dollar at 9.5% right now, even with inflation? Would that be cool? That was written by this person and in our team, knowing that you had a buyer that came in with a good down payment. It wasn't fake down payment, it was real money that they put in on the HUD. And then we're in second position behind that. So, you throw a couple million in that, and then, now you can live in Scottsdale and not Michigan.
That's a valid point.
You're in trouble.
He was trying to throw shade.
Hey, I own in Michigan.
It's okay, don't worry.
I love it there.
I have a great place on
Never
the lake
been,
there and a
never
nice
been.
house
I
here.
know.
Yeah, she has a house here too.
She's
know.
double dipping, Eric.
All right.
That's right.
I'm going to stand up for Wendy.
Yeah. No, I would say the same thing that you guys all said, and is to learn as much as you can. I would just say, being at groups like this, attending these kind of conferences, it comes over time, right? Everything is like a foreign language when you become an investor. Everything. It's like, what the heck are they talking about? Well, and then the next time you catch a little more and a little more and a little more. But it's learning about subject to, it's learning about lease options, it's learning about wraps, it's learning about notes and mortgages. And then you start to know how to apply them. And then you start tweaking like, oh, I could add that thing on top of it. So,
but what is and then you ask yourself, what's my freedom number? And it changes for everyone to wherever they're at in life. I mean, I talked to a guy today, he's living in BFE, Washington in a log cabin, and he needs $2,200 a month to live because he doesn't have electric. He doesn't have anything other than this house. No, it's not my thing.
No,
But I'm like, I go, what's your freedom number? He goes, $2,200 a month.
well, Social Security might
I
work
call
for
my
him.
wife. I'm like, honey,
We would love to partner with you guys on any deals.
Yes.
If you submit a deal to sendusthedeals.com, we'll look at it, underwrite it, go out to the appointment with you, hold your hand,
Awesome.
yeah.
help you out. Anybody would do this up
Yeah.
here
Yeah.
for
That's
sure.
really cool.
Tristan would do it. I mean, like, there's so many people in here. If you haven't done a deal, just pair up with somebody and
Yeah.
And I think that this thing that you're all saying is partner up with other people. Mo
That's-
said yesterday is the strength comes with the community, working with other people that have even one other tool that you don't have. Learn that with them, do the deal, work through. It's better to get 50% of something or 30% of something than 100% of nothing.
You got
I
it.
think that's what you're all coming around to.